I am going to be doing a love prediction reading for you. And we're going to be starting out with the Lover's Oracle card. And I'm doing this on the early eve of the full moon. So let's see what these cards have to say. We're looking for a Lover's Oracle card for Scorpio for a love prediction. So let's see what we have. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, here's the front of the card. Here's the front of the card. Here's the back. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Okay, let's see here. Let's put that right up here with our Scorpio card and our second house of owning. So that kind of brings us to kind of goes into what the oracle card we just picked. So let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Okay, so second house of owning. And immediately when I pulled the second house of owning for Scorpio, when I picked the second house of owning for Scorpio and kind of sat with it for a minute, I felt a stubbornness. I felt the Scorpio, you might be being stubborn in your relationship or with an issue or something. So let's pull some of the tarot cards here to see what we've got. So we've got Queen of Cups, the Hierophant. Yeah, these are all the Nine of Swords. I'm going to switch this Queen of Cups upside down. Up, right side up. I don't feel her as being upside down. We've got the Queen and the Hierophant. Oh, we've got the Nine of Swords and the Star. We've got the Five of Cups, the Tower, the Ten of Coins, and Knight of Cups for outcome. And I've seen these cards already, so oh, we've got another 5 here. So the energy. Yeah, there's some kind of conflict in your relationship right now, Scorpio. There seems to be some kind of like, this is mine, no, this is yours type thing going on. And it's an emotional thing. And because I get that from the Queen of Cups here, that it's an emotional situation. You know, the Queen of Cups is amazing. I mean, she's a beautiful energy that uses her heart and her head. And the Hierophant brings in the idea that, you know, and I immediately see the eye there. And I feel like you're watching over your relationship right now. You're kind of being like, what's going on? Are you feeling like there might be something sneaky going on? And it might kind of resonate, or I feel as though it pulls on your sensibilities of what you think the way things should be, and not necessarily what they are. So there's some kind of stubbornness here. And in the past, you have had anxiety about it. You've had anxiety about this. You've definitely held on to something, Scorpio, and it's affecting your relationship. And then we get the Star next to the Knight of Swords telling me that, you know, you might be even having dreams about whatever is giving you this problem, or whatever you're upset about, or whatever you're not feeling good about. Let me pull a clarifying card because of your past, because it seems to me this is something repeating itself. This has happened before, and Scorpio, you're holding on to it. Yeah, it's something that shook your foundation, because we've got the Four of Wands. We got the Four of Wands upside down, so that goes right there. So yeah, it's shaking your foundation. It's upsetting you. It's rattling you. And you've got to work this out in your relationship, because we've got the Five of Swords here for the energy that there's some kind of conflict. And I feel there's a stubbornness on your part. But I think it's because you're reliving something that already happened. And I also feel, Scorpio, that in another reading, you had learned from something else. So in this situation though, it could do with money. It could be a stubbornness around money, but I didn't really feel like it was that. I think you're going to resolve it though. So let's see what we can do here. So you may have been looking the other way for a while about it. You may have, I mean, I feel like you actually even feel guilty by how you've been treating your partner or whoever you're in a relationship with. You might feel guilty about it. And this could also go for a friend. If it's not a relationship with a lover or a romantic partner or a committed relationship, then this could be a Scorpio who's in a friendship, and this has rattled their friendship. There's some kind of thing going on between the friends, since it's a loving friendship, that you've got a stubbornness about. You're not liking the way things are going. You feel like this has happened to you before, and it's shaking you up. It's maybe giving you bad dreams or bad thoughts. And it's shaking you to the point that you got the Tower card. So let's remember that the Tower card can mean our home, where we live, and it's a tower moment, something major is going on at home, or it can be ourselves, like we're the tower. Our whole lives are crumbling, or our life is kind of blowing up, or it has to, we're mind, body, and soul, right? We house our soul and our mind in our body, and our body can be the tower. So it could be all in our head, basically, our tower moment. So this is our tower moment. Something's happening. Your life is being shaken up in the future, or it's just happening now here with May. And I feel like every sign, is a Tower card right now with the quarantine and going back to things in life. But let's see if we can get some clarification on the Five of Cups and the Tower. Clarification on the Five of Cups and Tower. I feel like you're feeling a little guilty you might be sneaking around trying to figure out what's going on with your friend or your partner. Yeah, you've kind of, you turned your back on it for a while, but now it's like, I need to do something. Oh. You're trying to avoid having a conversation, I think, with this partner or a friend. You're trying to avoid the conversation. You're trying to figure it out by sneaking around and figuring out behind their back so you can know the truth instead of just coming out and asking them. I feel like you just need to come out and ask them. That's what Spirit's saying here. If you feel something's being dishonest, yeah, you do. You feel like something's being dishonest. You want justice, but you're not going about it the right way. And it's hurting your relationship with this person. Because I feel like you're having a disbelief here. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not true, but you're kind of going about it the wrong way. So let's see if we can have any advice of how to get this 10 of coins to move forward. Well, we've got Ace of Wands, which is fiery, passion, new beginning. You might need to start over with this person to get this 10 of Cups and move forward. 10 of Coins. 10 of Coins and move on. You might need to do that. You might need to restart. I see a restart happening. You may have to eat a little crow here, Scorpio, and talk to whoever you're in a relationship with or whoever you're friends with that you feel that they're being dishonest and you're being stubborn because you're not coming out and saying something. So let's pull an oracle card. Let's see. So what does Scorpio need to do with this situation? How do they need to handle it? How do they need to handle it? I think you're being closed-lipped, Scorpio, and you just need to verbalize your concerns. That's what I'm seeing here. Because that will really help your relationship, the communication piece. Okay, let's see. trust. Your trust has been broken for some reason. You feel like you have a reason to suspect this person of something. So that kind of goes back to this claiming thing, where in the original piece here, where it says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it allows and gives. It simply allows and gives. And I feel that really means you kind of going behind their back to figure out whatever you think is going on. Whether it is or not, I don't know. But almost you're afraid to come to the conclusion, other than trying to figure it out. It's almost like you've got a little mystery on your hands that you're trying to solve. And solving it really would be talking to the person, communicating with them, letting them know your concerns, letting them know it's bothering you this much, and see what they say. You may be surprised that all is not what you thought. And then you've got the nourishment card. And then you need to nourish the relationship. You need to help it to be fulfilled and grow and fill it with bounty and abundance. Figure it out by talking and asking, and maybe get evidence from them or whatever, because I feel like this justice card is really saying you want justice, you want to know the truth. You need to balance that out, and then nourish the relationship, because this is really eating you up, Scorpio, and that's not healthy. Regardless of the outcome, you need to move past. And to move past, you're probably going to have to start over. And this Knight energy, this cup, this is a moving energy. We want to move towards fixing this, move towards fixing this. And you want the Ten of Coins. Ten of Coins is a great completion card. It's like, oh, I figured it out. You need that. And it may start with starting at the beginning, or having a new beginning with this person, because I feel like this is going to shake the relationship up a little bit. When this comes to light, if you say, listen, this is how I feel, or this is what I think is happening. I'm sorry if you guys hear that, as my dog. If you think this is happening, and they're going to be like, what? Or they're going to look like deer in the headlights, like, oh my gosh, how did they figure it out? So it is what it is at this point, but this fact that you're really being affected with this Nine of Swords and this upside down Four of Wands and the Tower, this means it's shaking you up. It is really shaking your foundation. You'll really need to deal with this problem, concern, issue, and get rid of the stubbornness about it, and just deal. I know it feels like right now maybe you don't want to deal, but something is coming around. And the fact that we are going to be having a bunch of retrograde planets, things that have been hidden are coming to the surface. And that's where you get the star. Things that have been hidden are coming to the surface. They're going to come to light. So deal with it now is better than in 3 months. So Scorpio, I hope this helped. I hope you got something out of this. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, if you could please give this a like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And I truly hope everything works out between you and whoever you're in a relationship with, and in whether it's a friend, a romantic partner, a committed relationship, whatever it looks like to you. And truly, truly, I wish you blessings, love, and light. Thank you so much for watching.